Okay, welcome back to another knife collection I have. I told you in the last video that I did of the buck knives that I had one that I carry with me, and it's just because it's not the one my brother-in-law that passed away in 2007 had, but it's one like his, and I wanted one, and Jared found it for me, and he got it for me. And it's a Western, and of course, you know, you don't hear about them. You hear Buck, Old Timer, Charade, Uncle Henry. I'm trying to think some other ones. You know, there's all these knives. I'm not one of these survivalists and bushcraft have to have all these new knives that's just come out, you know, in the past decade or two. I'm traditional, and Western was a popular knife, especially for those who couldn't afford, you know, $50 for an Old Timer. I can't remember what the Buck 119s go for, maybe close to $50 now. But this is a Western, and nothing fancy about it. Kind of looks like a sharp finger, but it's made in the USA, and it's got a model number here, but I can't make it out. But you know, this is the knife. It's got looks like a stag handle, might be plastic. It's got a brass thumb guard on it, and the back of the blade curves up right here. Now, this doesn't feel like it's got a 90-degree back on it. Feels kind of rounded, but this thing is sharp, and it's got, looks like aluminum top on it. And you can see the blade, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, I'll try to zoom in. Comes all the way back to this, and it's pinned. There's two pins. I'd almost call this a full tang, because it comes all the way back to here. It's not like a rat tail or nothing. It comes all the way back to here. This cap goes on, it's got two pins in it, holds it all in place. And I've never used this since I got it. I do carry it with me, but I wanted it because this is what my brother-in-law carried. When he passed away, I'd like to have gotten his knife, but you know, he was my brother-in-law, so some of his brothers, I think, got it. But I got something that reminds me of him because I knew this is what he carried. And then nothing. These are nothing. There's not. I did a review of this knife because there was no reviews out there, and it's got like a Kydex, hard plastic, metal lined, but this is a Camellus. I can't remember the model number, but like I said, I did a YouTube video on it. So it's got the locking mechanism right here, nice belt clip. You know, Camellus doesn't get reviewed much, I guess because they're cheap, and the thing is, they're good. I've actually deer hunted with one. I've got one I use for a hunting knife. Didn't bring it out here, but you know, this is a everyday carry. I don't really carry it as much because now I carry this is Elk Ridge knife. I like it because it's blazed orange handles. You know, if I drop it in the woods, I can find it. It's sharp. It's easy to sharpen. It unlocks back here, so I like that. This knife is used for everything. Like I said, this right now is my everyday carry, and I've used it for everything. I've even used it cutting limbs out of the way. You know, it has been used for everything. Then another old cheap knife that I usually hook to a backpack, and you can see it's camo. It's all metal. 3 screws in the belt clip, and this is a Sheffield. Don't know model number or anything on it, but it's a good little knife. It's sharp, but I've got, you know, sharpening stone stuff. I have to make sure to keep everything sharp. And then another knife that I call my paring knife, and I actually made this knife. This is made out of 1095 steel. I actually made this. It's got walnut handles. I can't remember how thick it is. You'll be able to see it here when I bring it up close. I actually put some jimping in the back, but I've used it. I'm trying to remember. I might have used this to gut my turkey. I can't remember. I thought I used the buck, but I may have used this. I even put my initials in it, if you can see. And you can see how thick the steel is. But I made that myself. It has a really, really good edge on it. It's sharp. In fact, Jared's wife, Louisa, wants me to make her one, basically so she have it there in the kitchen, a paring knife. And I made the leather sheath for it. But I made that. And then, you know, you see all the knives here. And then I've got some cheapos. I've got some utility knives, but this is my collection. I'm real fond of the old timer charade Uncle Henry's. I'm fond of the bucks. Again, this is where I got my teeth wet on. First deer gutted with this one, mini squirrels, rabbits, so forth, all taken care of with these here in the leather sheaths. And now the past, I don't know, 10 years, this one, the bucks. Carry this one around, like I said, for, I say sentimental, even though he never carried this one. I just know this is what my brother-in-law hunted with when we were deer hunting. I think he even carried that one squirrel hunting. But that's the collection. And hope I haven't bored you with all these knife videos. But like I said, my friend Mike from Hunting for Hookers YouTube, I asked if I'd do it. He just did a review of some knives that he has that he's fond of. And I think, you know, he's bought some recently. But like I said, I'm not one of these that goes out and buys the new fad or anything. I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school. I like the old school knives. So appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. I know this is a short one here, but please comment, like, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. I mean, whatever you want to do. Leave comments. I'll answer as much as I can, and share the videos. Help us get them videos out there. And appreciate it. You guys are what make the channel. And just thought I'd share my collections. So until next time, as we're fond of saying, I didn't say it in the other 2 videos, as we're fond of saying, see you in the woods. Hunting season's just 2 months away. And it'll be that time.